Hello Soul Riders and welcome to Starshine Legacy! This is the game that started it all, the game that predecessed Star Stable and the game that Star Stable Online is based on. And I'm going to walk you through the 4 episodes of the game, and hopefully thereafter we're going to check out Star Academy and Star Stable. And then I don't mean like Star Stable Online, I mean the Star Stable like Spring Rider, Autumn Rider, Summer Rider, Winter Rider. And I think that could be really fun. But before we do that, we have to go through these games so you all know what we're talking about when we get to the ones further away. So before we start, I'm just gonna change my options. I think I'm gonna drag this down a bit. No, I want that as high as possible, like effects, like that. And I don't want any tutorials because I know this game inside out. I've been playing it for like 12 years or something. Okay, new game. So, just for you who aren't used to watching me do Let's Plays, which I usually do on my Swedish channel, I do not read the dialogue because I don't really feel that makes any sense. I think it's more fun to talk about what's going on at the same time. So, if you want someone who reads the dialogue and do funny voices or something, I'm not the one you should look at or watch my videos. Then you should go to someone else, like Stacy Plays has done a walkthrough of these 4 games, and she does it really, really well. And her English is way better than mine too, because English is not my first language. So bear that in mind, please. My English is gonna be really bad at times, and I hope you can survive that. That was the prologue, so we're going to jump into it. So on level 1, Lisa has just arrived to Jorvik, and Lisa is the main character of this game. In the other 3 games, we're going to meet the other 3 Soul Riders, and the Soul Riders you already know if you play Star Stable Online. We are going to go through everything as we go through the games, but in this level, Lisa has just arrived to Jorvik. She's going to her first day in school, and she's very nervous because she has no idea what to expect. So this is Jorvik High School, and this is not featured in Star Stable Online. But it might be that this is somewhere in Jorvik City, which is the capital of Jorvik. So as I said, Lisa is quite nervous. She don't really know where to go and she doesn't know anyone. But we're going to make some friends pretty soon, I promise you. We need to get Lisa to class so nothing happens. Like, she really doesn't want to get into trouble the first day in school. So you walk around like in Star Stable, super easy. You can actually jump in this game, which is kinda neat. There's no toggle for running. You just press down shift all the time and you run. By scrolling on my mouse wheel, I can see my map. Like, see here, I think this is Jorvik City where she is right now. Yeah, you see the harbor. I think that would be like Pier 13 from Jorvik City. You can see Jorvik City Stables. The Jorvik Stables is the yellow building over to the left, and you see the secret stone circle up to the left. And apart from that, I don't think there's any place that we should know about right now, so we're just gonna leave it. How do I get out from here again? That was not it. Okay, yeah, I just had to click. We have a cell phone, which we can't use right now. It's connected to JourNet. We have a diary which tells us where to go. And we have a backpack which that's not gonna help us at all throughout the game, so just pretend it's not there. We're just gonna use it like once. So we're going to run up here, and here we have the whole school building, and we see a face we do recognize over there, which is Linda, but we're not gonna talk to her just yet. We are going to collect that star, because there's golden stars around the game. They are not important right now. They will be very important in the last game. But I haven't actually found them all in the last game, ever. I have found them all in this game, so hopefully we are gonna be able to find them all. If we're lucky. We can try to talk to this girl. Oh. We're looking for the registrar's office, and that's the door to the right of the trophy cabinet, which is over there, of course. And Lisa asks if anyone is there, and the janitor should be the one we're going to talk to. So she runs off. Thank you. But let's check out the trophy cabinet because it's like glittering. So it seems like the school has a lot of trophies and they're all collected here in this cabinet. And as you see, some are from riding competitions. You can see some horses on some of the trophies. And there's a face we really do recognize because that's Mr. Sands. And as all of you who play Star Stable Online knows, he's the bad guy. He's the one in charge of Dark Core, which is a company trying to drain Jorvik of all its natural resources. And it also has a more... well, let's say that we shouldn't really play around with them.
No.
And he begins this whole game by just freaking Lisa out, saying that she's a Taurus. And of course she is, but he shouldn't really know that. And she tells him that she does like horses. She used to ride a lot before, but she's not riding anymore because of an accident when she was young. So Mr. Sands just is super creepy, and we can talk to him again, I think. Yeah, he's just gonna run off now. And yeah, he's not really someone we want to talk to, so I'm glad that he's running off now. We should go to the janitor's office, which is over here.
Oh.
And as you see on the sign it says be right back, but we need to talk to him now. And there's Anne! And if you have played Star Stable Online, you do not know Anne yet. Some of you might have met her in the dimension known as Pandoria, but she is not really in the game right now, because she's... well, let's say she's been away. And this Anne before she actually had any friends, which would be Lisa and her new friends, Linda and Alex. So she's a bit of a loner, she's popular, but she doesn't really have any true friends. So she knows that she's important, but still she's kinda lonely. And she's trying to insult Lisa to make her feel better about herself, because Lisa has a style not really very common on Jorvik. Anne wants a favor. And she wants Lisa to leave Anne's number to a guy called Josh. He's over by the staircase, I think. I'm not sure if it's the same Josh as the Josh in Moorland in Star Stable Online. I don't think so. Could be, but he has kind of different design, as you see. Not the same guy. As far as I know, I am not sure. And he's a bit interested because, well, same old here on Jorvik. There's not very usual for new people to move here. So Lisa gives him the cell phone number, and he's a bit disappointed that it wasn't hers because he thought so. But we're done with him. We're going back to Anne, and hopefully she's gonna tell us where the janitor is. So where is the janitor? He's on the second floor, just left of the stairs. But we're gonna run to the left of the stairs. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, so we're going to go here. And he's actually up the left of the stairs, like here, like if you go up there and to the left, he's there. But we're going to run this way because I want some golden stars. And as I said, you do not have to get them in the first 3 games, but I'm a collector, so I really like getting it all. I think that I know where every star is in this game. I'm not entirely sure because it was such a long time ago I played it. I don't think I've really played this game since I did my Swedish walkthrough, and that was like 3 years ago, I think. Wow, time to run by fast. Let's see if we can find them all. So we see the janitor over there. He's talking to Sabine. She's called Sabine in Swedish. I have no idea how to pronounce it in English, so don't judge me. And that seems to be Mrs. Graham, and she's one of the teachers here, and she's known to be extremely stern. And the janitor's over there, talking to Sabine. I'm gonna call her Sabine because I have no idea how to pronounce it. So if you know how to pronounce it, just link me to a video or something so I know how to do it. I have no idea. So let's try to sneak by. And no, that didn't really work. So no running around here unless you're going to class and you don't even have your books with you. Well, that complicates things a bit. So apparently I need books just to walk around the school, which is not really... I don't really see the point of that. But let's go back to Anne and see if she knows what to do. Maybe she has some books I can borrow or something. So Anne doesn't really get why I'm so disappointed, but we need help with the books because this doesn't work. I think one thing that's pretty nice with these games is that the character you're playing isn't mute, so your character is talking, which I feel like that brings you more into the game. I know that Star Stable has a mute character. She never really says anything, even though it's insinuated that she says things sometimes. But I think this brings you into the story a bit more. But that depends on the game as well. So right now we have to talk to... Let's begin by talking to Linda, who's over here. And she would love to borrow me some books, because she has 2 or 3 copies for each textbook for every class. Why would you have that? Linda, I love you, but why do you have that? So she would love to help me out, which is great. But there's an issue, because she can't get into her locker. It seems that she have lost her keys. And the janitor wouldn't be very happy if he finds that out. Because school keys should always be accounted for. But we could ask Alex for help, because Alex is known to be able to break into, like, everything. So we're going to run over to her and see if she can help out. And Alex, of course, is over here. She looks pretty much exactly the same as she does in Star Stable. I think she looks a bit better in this game, actually. Star Stable has a bit of a different design, which is a bit more in a realistic way. I actually like this cartoon style a bit better. Now when Star Stable is heading back to a bit more cartoony style with like a hand-painted feel, I really love that. I think that makes Jorvik and Star Stable come to life in another way, and it makes Star Stable having their own design, which I love. So Alex asks how she can be of help to me. And she's a bit prejudiced already because she saw me talking to Anne down there. But I need help. So Alex hopes that we're not going to start crying. Well, no, not really. We just need some extra help. So if I can show Alex that I have some guts, she's gonna help me with the locker. But I need to catch her first. So what's gonna happen is that she's just gonna run off, which is super strange. But she's not gonna run far, so you can just catch her and click on her, and well, that's it. So she's running away now, and she's going to the locker. So I'm just gonna follow her. And the clock is ticking so loudly. I think I say that every time I play these games. Okay, so Alex opens the locker, and here's some books, and that's Sabina's cell phone. And why would that be in Linda's locker? That's like, makes no sense whatsoever. So, as the girls say, that's like really strange, so we're going to pick that up and give that to Sabina since she's talking to the janitor over there. And as Alex says, that both her and Linda goes to the stables almost every day, so she hopes to see Lisa there later. And that says Linda's phone. It's not Linda's phone, it's Sabina's phone, so that's like a text bug or some continuity error. But it is a phone from Linda's locker, which is Sabina's. So now when I have my books, I can pass Mrs. Graham and I can go and talk to the janitor. And I'm getting stopped before I get there because I overhear Sabina and the janitor talking. And they're talking about the great clock, which has been restored by his donation, which is horrible because it sounds kind of horrible. And now she accuses Linda of being a thief and to have stolen her cell phone. But I have the cell phone, so while the janitor is trying to calm Sabina down, Lisa is actually going to jump in and be like, "Hey, I got your phone, so no need to break into any lockers here." So Sabina is a bit put down because she thinks that's not possible at all. So she runs off and she drops some keys, which actually is Linda's keys, which is why Linda couldn't get into her locker, and that's also how Sabina got her phone into her locker. She stole the keys and placed her phone there to make Linda look bad. So I'm talking to the janitor, who looks quite unlike the janitor in Jorvik City Plaza. Maybe he has changed his jobs throughout the years, because of course Star Stable takes place after Starshine Legacy. So he runs off. I'm running after him. And we're here and Anne is vanished. Okay, so I get all of my things that I need. I should be in room 5, which I don't have to bother about because the level has now ended. And that was level 1 of Starshine Legacy. Whoop! So, I am going to save. I am going to take a break in my recording because I need to prepare for recording episode 2. Because in next level we're going to hit level 2, where Lisa needs to return the keys to Linda, and therefore she goes to the Jorvik stables, even though she's terrified of horses after an accident when she was very young. I hope that you liked the episode. If you want to continue on seeing what I have to offer here, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought, and hopefully I'll see you next time.